Hi everyone, this is Samit from Talks on Ground. Welcome to Talks on the Go, where in a live I try and present some important news and some updates in 5 to 10 minutes. So we had done a live earlier, a couple of days back. Today I'm back with another news item. Now you know that Donald Trump is coming into power on January 20th. You also know that when Trump was in power in from 2017 to 2021, Pakistan was really in the doghouse, and the US administration under Trump was not very well disposed to Pakistan. So they had many issues, and uh, 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 Pakistan was sanctioned or rather put in the FATF grey list and so on. Biden came in 2021, and Pakistan eventually got out of that grey list about a year and a half back. And the relationship between Pakistan and the United States has been improving. It's important to mention that the uh, all parts of the US government are not well disposed to Pakistan. The Indo Pakistan relations have been very poor since 2019 after that Pulwama attack, and then India had launched the counter strikes using the air force. So the news is that the Americans have sanctioned Pakistan, a few private entities, and also one national development complex, saying that they're developing ballistic missiles that are nuclear capable that can reach US and Europe. It's important to say that when the same missiles, Shaheen and so on, were under development and their range was just targeting India, it was all right for the US. There were no sanctions. In fact, if many people believe that the US was looking away, at times even helping. However, now that these missiles, the same series of missiles under development from help from the Chinese, is going to be able to target the Americans in Europe, Pakistan is coming under sanctions from the same Biden administration. And this announcement was made by National Security Advisor Jack Sullivan, who I must add has been well disposed to India. So, what are the implications of this? Are there geopolitical implications? Yes, there are. Number one, Pakistan and China have a very close defense relationship, apart from other aspects of the relationship. And this is not something that the Americans like. And there was a tug of war between the US and the Chinese to kind of pull Pakistan in their camp. Now, in whose camp they are, only Pakistanis would know right now. But they're surely not in the good books of the US administration right now, because they have been sanctioned by the Biden administration, who's supposed to be well disposed to Pakistan, irrespective of what officially they might say. So this has implications for India, because this is good for India if the US will not allow these long range weapons to be developed. But the fact is, India and Pakistan share a border, so even if their missile has a 500-kilometer range or even less, it'll still be able to cause great damage in India. Now, a lot of their missile programs have been problematic. A lot of missiles have been launched, and they basically blow up after launch. So one wonders where this is coming from. Maybe there's something that the Americans wanted Pakistan to do vis-a-vis China or vis-a-vis India or vis-a-vis Afghanistan, because these are the only three angles that Pakistan has: India, China, and Afghanistan. Now, either of these three, they might have been asked to do something and they did not. So there's a possibility that the Americans are saying, okay, before we leave office by January 20th, we are going to make it difficult for you. So maybe there is something that can happen between now, today's Christmas, to January 20th. So this is going to be a very interesting development. I think the incoming Trump administration will not be well disposed to Pakistan, compared to the Biden administration. It doesn't mean they will not do work together and stuff like that. But definitely there is a China angle to this, and some entities. So the entities like Akhtar and Sons were also sanctioned. These are private companies, Karachi based, and there was this national development complex that was sanctioned. So this is an ongoing development typically, but Pakistan coming under sanctions, the blue-eyed boy of the American establishment, is a big deal. So as an Indian, I'm curious as to why this has happened. If you're an American, Pakistani, Indian, Chinese, or even Afghani, you would wonder why. In fact, the whole world should worry about these missiles, because Pakistanis, unlike maybe the Indians or maybe even the Americans or the Russians and the Chinese, are kind of trigger happy, with a lot of their ministers making bombastic statements about having a quarter kilo bomb and so on. So anytime they have the any kind of weaponry, they're not shy to use these weapons. So surely some sort of sanctions regime on Pakistan is justified. And surely, if Pakistan has these missiles, the possibility of these landing with some terror group also arises. I'm not saying it'll necessarily go there, but at least some tech transfer can happen, know-how transfer can happen. Not in terms of how do you develop these missiles. I mean, Hamas is not going to develop missiles, or Al Qaeda, but they can surely use some of the technology that is used, maybe communications or uh, in drones and so on. So this is an important development, and we'll need to watch what happens from here in the next 25 days or so, and we'll see how it goes. This was Summit. I hope you enjoyed this talks on the go in between 5 to 10 minutes. And please leave your comments and like and subscribe the video, and also make suggestions and your comments about this video, and also what other things you might want to watch. So thank you and good evening from here. This is wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and a prosperous year, which is coming up within a week. Thank you. Good night.